In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bets for Sunday, May 18th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our May 18th MLB slate we got going on. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10,000 subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now going over yesterday's plays, we are on a heater. We were 5-0 in the last video, and we were 5-0 again. So 2 videos in complete sweeps. We are 10-0 in our last 2 videos, and we're going to see if we can do it again in this one here. But we're absolutely on fire. Yesterday's video, we had Nats plus 1.5 in the money line. They won. We had Rays on the money line. That came through. We had Cardinals on the money line. That came through. We had the Red Sox on the money line. That came through. And we had the under 8 runs in Padres and Mariners. That came through as well. So 2 back-to-back sweeps here. Let's continue the hot streak here, and let's continue to look at the wins. All right, if you signed up for the Patreon, then you would have had our 5-leg parlay that was at plus 1,900. As you can see, Nationals plus 1.5, Rays, Red Sox, Cardinals, and under 8. It's literally the plays that I told you in the video. That cash 10 for 200. So you guys got to get signed up here. It's not just me in this community. As you can see, everyone posting straight fire. Thanks, Chef. I appreciate you, bro. Mickey Mac, yes, thanks, Chef. Now I got funds to bet again. One love, my dude. Yo, the love and support is here in the Patreon. Get signed up, get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. First game up here in Camden Yards, we have the Baltimore Orioles 15-29 going against the Washington Nationals 20-27. Pitching matchup here: Michael Soroka 0-2 with a 6.43 ERA, going up against Zach Eflin 3-1 with a 3.13 ERA. He's been pretty solid this year. Looking at the odds for this one, Orioles are favored in this spot at home, minus 175, with the comeback of the Nationals at a plus 145. Total runs set at 9. Public bet percentage: 70% of the bets, 60% of the money towards the money line of the Baltimore Orioles. And for the total runs, 51% of the bets and 57% of the money towards the over 9 on the total. All right. Looking at this pitcher matchup here, Michael Soroka has been someone that you can definitely attack. Looking at his ERA, is currently at 6, and he's had major issues against left-handed hitters. Okay, a 1.93 home run per 9. The walk rate is almost at 10% at 9.8. Batting average is at 250. It's worse against righties at 278. The whip is almost at 1.4. And the exit is at 4. So a little bit of regression here, but still across the board, he's giving up too much power to lefties. And when we're talking about the Baltimore Orioles, they have plenty of lefty power. That's all that they have. You see this green ISO? This is the lefty power, all right? If you get to 180 and technically like 150 and above, you're very good. You're a strong power hitter here. ISO is an isolated power stat, okay? As you, Gunnar Henderson is through the roof at 265. Cedric Mullins at 201. These are their lefties, all right? You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lefties in this lineup, and all of them have pretty solid power. And that's going to be a spot where the Orioles bats can attack Michael Soroka and probably even up the series, all right? Eflin's been pretty solid this year, 3.11 ERA, solid numbers against lefties and righties, low home run per 9. You would hope for more strikeout rate, but that's not his type of stuff. He's more of a ground ball type of guy when he's getting these outs. low average, 211, 239. Solid numbers here. So we're going with the Orioles to not get swept in this one. As you can see, Washington took the first two games, and hey, I had the Nationals in the first two games. I don't think they sweep. We're going with the Orioles on the money line. If I had to choose a total, I would slightly lean towards the over because I think that the Orioles can really hammer the Nationals and Michael Soroka. So that's what I would lean. But top play, Orioles money line. In the Rogers Center here, we have the Toronto Blue Jays 22 and 23 going up against the Detroit Tigers 30 and 16. Starting pitching matchup here: Jackson Joby 3-0 with a 4.32 ERA going up against Jose Berrios 1-1 with a 4.33 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Blue Jays are slight favorites at home, -120 with the comeback of the Tigers at a +100. Total runs at an 8.5. Public bet percentage, 69% of the bets, 79% of the money, all over Detroit. So public and sharp underdog. This is usually a spot you fade. And you would think with all this bet money, bet percentage and money here on the side of the Tigers, that this would be an even line, or maybe alongside the Tigers what we've seen in the first two games. It was one-sided towards the Tigers. No, it's still holding strong with the Blue Jays here. And for the total runs, 89% of the bets, 90% of money towards that over 8.5. Looking at this matchup here, the reason why I'm leaning towards the Blue Jays in this one is Jackson Joby has some issues on the road. All right, 17 innings worth of it, 6.11 ERA on the road here, and what he's seeing here is issues with the home run ball. All right, against lefties, a 3.86 home run per nine is horrible. A very low strikeout rate at 12% as well. The whip is at 1.57. He's giving up home runs to righties as well at 1.69. The walk rates are both above 10%, and these are major issues here. And no regression against the numbers against righties. Slightly against lefties, but still a 5.97 xFIP is not good news. And he's going to be seeing plenty of power bats here in the lineup of the Toronto Blue Jays. With Jose Berrios on the other end, he has the issue at home. He has a 5.65 ERA at home, but his issue, if you dig deeper, all right, you really got to look at these analytics here. And at home, his issue is left-handed hitting. All right, 1.59 home run per nine. The K rate is decent. It's very good at 25%. That's good. The walk rate is 14%. That's not good. 273 average, 1.71 whip, 341 BABIP. All right, that's against the lefties at home. Jose Berrios has been very good against righties at home. 256 average, a 1.1 whip. But the thing here with the Detroit Tigers is they're only going to bat 3 lefties. So we're banking on Berrios to dominate these righties here. And he only has to see 3 lefties in Riley Green, Colt Keith, and Zach McKinstry. So I think I'm taking my chances with him and Berrios, and I think the Blue Jays can take advantage of Jackson Joby here. So our play in this game here, I like the Blue Jays on the money line. The secondary play will be the total over 8.5 total runs. I think the Blue Jays can put up some numbers against this Tigers team on the road. In the Lone Depot Park here, we have the Miami Marlins 17 and 27 going up against the Tampa Bay Rays 21 and 24. This pitching matchup here, Shane Baz is 3-2 with a 5.02 ERA going up against Cal Quantrill 2-4 with a 7.00 ERA here. There's a little story behind these two pitchers here. Looking at the current odds for this game, we have the Rays as solidified road favorites -150 with the comeback of the Marlins at a +125, and the total runs are at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 77% of the bets, 68% of the money on the side of the Rays. For the total runs, 89% of the bets and money towards the over 8.5. And right now, this series is tied 1-1. This will be the tiebreaker here between the Rays and the Marlins. All right, now when we're looking at Shane Baz, he has some home road splits. The reason why he has a 5.00 ERA is because his home ERA is at 6. All right, on the road he's been pitching phenomenal with a 2.31 ERA, low batting average at 200 as well on the road, and he's been dominating righties. All right. 130 batting average, a .65 whip, BABIP under 2. The BABIP is under 150, so very solid numbers here. And then we have some regression as well on his numbers against lefties on the road at 3.17 xFIP. So that's another positive sign there with Shane Baz on the road. We're going to keep playing him on road games. Watch out for him at home games. Despite the fact he has very good strikeout stuff, he's been getting hit up a little bit at home. All right. Now, Cal Quantrill is just plain bad. All right. He's been putrid at home and on the road. He's going to be home in this one with a 6.43 ERA, and he's a righty that can't pitch to righties. All right. Lefty numbers are a little bit better, but he tends to walk them as well. He has an 18% walk rate against left-handed hitters, so it's bad either way. That's why the xFIP is at 472 for against lefties and a 502 against righties. All right, but the righties here, he's giving up a ton of home runs, a 2.35 home run per 9. The batting average is at 417. Whip is over 2. So the Rays are going to be throwing at least 4 to 5 righties here to go up against Cal Quantrill, and this is going to be me taking the Rays in this series to win it. I think they get the third game, so give me the Rays on the money line. I would lean towards the over or team total Rays over. But the main play here, give me the Rays on the money line to win this series. In Chase Field here, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks 24-22 going against the Colorado Rockies 8-37. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Chase Dolander 2-4 with a 6.88 ERA. Going against Merrill Kelly 4-2 with a 3.71 ERA. Looking at the odds for this matchup here, we have the Diamondbacks minus 350 on the money line with the comeback of the Rockies at a plus 280. Run spread is at a 2.5 for this one. Total runs at 9. Public bet percentage 94% of the bets, 98% of the money all over the Arizona Diamondbacks. And for the total run, 66% of the bets and 66% of the money towards the over 9 on the total. And right now, this series is tied. Arizona beat them 8-0 in the first game. Then Colorado in a shootout here won 14-12 in the second game. This would be the one that would break the tie here. Who's going to win the series, Arizona or Colorado? And we're going to start off with Chase Dolander. Chase Dolander is absolutely horrible. He has literally no control. All right. I don't know. He needs to go right back to AAA. He has okay numbers in AAA, but in the major leagues, it's a major question mark. 8.66 ERA at home, a 4.96 on the road. And as you can see, the erratic pitching from him is really from walks. All right. So on the road here, he's given up a home run per 9, both bad to lefties and righties at a 1.6. The K rate against righties is solid at 30%. That's what you want to see. But the walks against lefties, 21% walk rate against lefties. The average and whip are pretty low, but he's allowing too many opportunities for guys to get on base, and they're getting on base or they're hitting for power. And that's why you're seeing he's even worse against lefties, where his expected ERA is supposed to be at 7.41. So Chase Dolander here is definitely with this Arizona lineup here, that's top 5 in the league. This is definitely a spot that they can pick apart Dolander. You got guys at the top of the lineup in Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte and Pavin Smith. Pavin Smith has even been the best hitter on this lineup here. Corbin Carroll's coming on strong. Ketel Marte, we already know how much of a stud he is. There's a lot of issues here in this lineup for the Diamondbacks that can cause problems for Dolander. And then Merrill Kelly, we already know him, one of the aces of this Arizona Diamondbacks staff. They have a ton of pitching on this team to go along with Corbin Burns. And he's just been solid at home. 3.04 ERA, 1.82, not 1.82, a 182 average as well. This is a spot where you just smash on the Diamondbacks. Give me the Diamondbacks minus 2.5, and I would lean towards the over 9 total runs. I think the Diamondbacks can score 9 total runs by themselves. But give me Diamondbacks minus 2.5 as the main play. Last but not least, here we have the Yankees here, 26-19, going up against the New York Mets. Subway Series here, 29-17. Pitching matchup for this one: David Peterson, 2-2 with a 3.05 ERA, going up against Max Fried, 6-0 with a 1.11 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Yankees are solidified home favorites, minus at 175, with the comeback on the Mets at a plus 145. Total runs at 8.5. Looking at the public bet percentage here, we have 81% of the bets on the Yankees and 74% of the money here on the Yankees as well for that money line. Total runs, 58% of the bets towards the over, and then we have 72% of the money towards the over on the total runs as well. All right, so that's going to be the tricky part. We'll see about that total. But starting off with David Peterson, both of these pitchers here have been phenomenal. It's a lefty-lefty matchup here, and both teams hit lefties, all right? David Peterson has been he's been very good this year, all right? Not on the level of Max Fried, but definitely a stud here in this rotation of the New York Mets, that they've had the number one ERA with the starting five in the league. So Senga, David Peterson, all these guys are stepping up here for the New York Mets, and they put together a very nice rotation right now for them. But this is a different monster here for David Peterson when you're going up against the Yankees lineup. As you can see, a 3 ERA on the road, no issues for me. Mainly, the home run per 9 is a question mark against righties. A 1.93 home run per 9, that's not good. A 10% walk rate as well to righties. He's given up almost a 300 batting average to lefties. So some cause of concern here. The xFIP is solid against lefties at a 1.61, and some regression is supposed to be coming towards righties as well. But ultimately, when we're looking at the Yankees team against left-handed pitching, they're number one in the league in batting average at 277, and in home runs, they're number 2 in the league against left-handed pitching as well. They crush left-handed pitching. So this is definitely a spot I'm going to be leaning towards the Yankees lineup against a lefty more than a Mets lineup against lefty, because Max Fried, he's taken the reins over since Garrett Cole and his Tommy John surgery, and he has become the ace of the Yankees here. Max Fried has been phenomenal. A 1.44 ERA at home, a 0.71 ERA on the road. Numbers across the board are very, very impressive, and I think he continues the streak of being undefeated. Right now, he's 6-0. I think he takes that to 7-0 here, and give me the Yankees to win the series. After being embarrassed by the Mets last year by getting swept, I think the Yankees win this series here early in the year. Yankees on the money line. If I had to go with the total runs, I think they get to the Mets and put up a big number. So I would lean towards the over 8.5. So I would agree with the Sharps here with that 72%. All right. But main play, Yankees on the money line. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that down below in the comment section. Guys, I want you to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to sign up for the Patreon. Do not miss out on the plays that we keep pumping out, the community that we're building. Get connected. You're getting access to future bets, daily bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.